Frank Motors, authorized dealer of Tata Motors PV, is now open at Ïalehkai, Shillong. We are here to offer you India's most safest cars and to ensure you to get the most out of owning a Tata vehicle.
Ka Mount Olive Culinary and Hospitality Management Shillong ka khot admission haki professional courses prepare. Ya ka jingtip ka ba khamnya lecture ka city office 100-fold academy ha malki.
Minister. Yes, dear athletes, this is the moment for all of us, the athletes, the players of our state.
Mendagasi Nagalang ka Sorkar jylla lingba katna jong ka Directorate of Sports and Youth Affairs kalawan chakmat ban Pynkup Burom miki kun Samla kan theba chenrang ki balala ban pau ban Tyngshaiñ ban khuriru ye ki takma negerensa ni ki limpung Ïalehkai ki blalong ha ka samoy jong usnem arajar khanyo khat phra lingba ka program ka blatip kum launching of cash award scheme ka blalong house susu tham auditorium ka jimput ko Burom menta ka kandi ka long hi ki arspa lai phingut ki nong Ïalehkai ye bagan thop naruk Olympic patkinan Olympic discipline hagalang ka Olympic discipline kinong Ïalehkai belapun Pynkup Burom mentagsi kikintop na do kinong Ïalehkai ka sports climbing, athletics, archery, football, shooting, boxing, taekwondo, badminton. Kadba ki non Olympic discipline kinong Ïalehkai belapun Pynkup Burom brok belapau papan kori kitakma kum ka arm wrestling, kickboxing, jeet kunedo, karate, zendokai, mixed martial arts, bodybuilding, muay thai, bad karate do. Kongsan belaiwan banya don lang hagani kesngi de menteri rang ba kejelau konrad ki sangma padu sembut kongsan de bantai do lengdo menteri berekmi yaknat sports and youth affairs nangta Dr. Vijay Kumar DIS ubla airu ya kejingkren mait phang habakran hakjinglang u konrad ki sangma badu ba bantai dor kila penpau banadu ba ka Sorkar MD kalayo pan sinchari ke jylla ki sawdong kam ban phai ki khmar ki jongki kat no tam lele habasyam baju i ba hai ki por ki ba menchwa wat lada kaladon kom kani ki jinglang ban Pynkup Burom pan ban ka song Pisa ka bala aisha u ne ka nong Ïalehkai bla khori ki jingjop ni ki takma ka long di shisha ka basong le ran ban tem kumta habayu i yakani ka Sorkar MDA kala shemi ka sinjam par kawai ni kita ka long ka ban la ka ban sang ban pentrai kamru ya ka sports policy pat ban benrap lang pat ke youth policy susho konrad ba ban tidor ke ben pa wat lada nak liang ka jongki kila kam penhe ya ka song khusnam Pisa handai gitep ba ka jing a hi lese kan num pat dap ne pat biang handai wat la ka taru kum kinong elam ki sngo pat pan ong ba ka ka ba ki ai ka long tang kum ka dak ban pertu pan ai ben sim ya u ne ka nong Ïalehkai ba ki nang trai shitom pan la pan kinjo ye ki maumer ki ba kham chalor ha ka jing Ïalehkai ka ba man la ka sngi susho kila ong ba ka Sorkar kala Pairu laki khmat wat hakabantai ne banchnai ki babor ki madan Ïalehkai ki jakai ki lan haman laki dong ki than ki badon ha jylla compare la da dei ki baret hadu ki behe hakaba ki ladon rukum ki digi kam ki ba ki jing pentrai ki dang ya state chakman ya ka jing elang lawan ban sakhilang ru ki nong elam hakman ka Meghalaya State Olympic Association of Bakantob ba John F Kharsiang working president Fandi Alparet general secretary Rajesh Kamal joint secretary ki nong elam ki sinjo ki Ïalehkai lember ki mi ki pa jong ki khna.
At the outset, I would like to congratulate all of you who have engineered the initiative to create the platform for our youth and young ones to showcase their talents in different kinds of disciplines. Respected sir, before I proceed forward with my speech, I would like to thank you, sir, for your precious time and your dedication toward the sports and other works. My dear friends, I would like to tell you and inform you also. When I took over as a sports minister in 2018, immediately I start to initiate how to have our own sports policy and youth policy, so that we can do many things for our athletes and for our sports loving person of the state. Why I want to bring this policy? Because I know and I believe through this policy we can transform the system to uplift the sports persons, our youth, our young generations, and the state as a whole. And side by side, I really desire to see the transparency in management of sports for the benefit of our youth and society as a whole. That's why, my dear friends, we have already approved the sports and youth policy. In 2019, we approved the sports policy, and 2022, we already approved the youth policy, which is very important for our state to move forward. I think through this policy, we will ensure that every sports and organization is efficiency, strong, transparent, and fully engaged in their dedicated dedicated management. Meghalaya is undoubtedly a sports-loving state that take pride in participating and competing on a national and international arena. Actually, I'll tell you, myself and Chief Minister, how much we have been trying to promote the sports in our state. I remember the last few years back, maybe last 10-15 years back, I think the youth of our state, the sports person of our state, they have been deprived. Don't mind I have to say this word. Because there is no kind of this thing which happened today. Policy is very important. Policy is very important for all of us. Why? I keep, pushing our department, pushing our Commissioner Secretary to start implementing of a policy which we already have. Something here and there, it's still missing. That's why I told them to start operation immediately. Because I know how many state associations, how many individuals, they need our support. I'll tell you through my experience, so many organizations, so many associations, they used to come directly to me, to meet me, asking, some help financially and whatever. I cannot say no. Whatever I can help from my side, I used to. But once we have our own policy, a youth and sports policy, I think all the sports institutions, all the individuals, I think they can, follow the policy which is already there. So a little bit, I think maybe another weeks or months, I think it will be complete, because operational manual is we are still doing, I think. Once this thing is done, I won't see anyone, waiting for me in line in my office in Secretariat. Because so many years, I'll tell you. Because I'm being, approachable person, so many people used to come, I don't know. They thought from my pocket I have to give them to go outside the state, but which I used to. But I hope because of this policy, once this policy is implemented, and then they have to follow accordingly.
Today is a very simple program, and it's something that I personally feel should have been done a long time back. Many years have gone where associations, organizations, and individuals have, simply because of the passion and the love they have for the game and for the sports, that they have gone out of their way to participate in different competitions, disciplines, and games throughout the country and throughout the world. And while doing that and while following their passion, not only have they won medals, but they have also in the process brought laurels to their family, to the association, and definitely to the state. So this is a very small way of thanking each and every one of you and congratulating each and every one of you for achieving what you have done with whatever little support that you received from different individuals or organizations or government in whichever way possible. That you have been able to do so much. And hence this is nothing but a sense or a token of appreciation for the hard work that has been put in by you and for the laurels and the different medals that you have won for yourself, association, and as I said, representing the state also. So apart from the small cash awards that we have given, let us also take this opportunity and this moment to congratulate each other. So I would request all of you that let's give a round of applause to each and everyone who's present out here for doing what you have done of making each one of us proud. In this whole process, we also realize that associations have played a very important role. And as was mentioned by the Honorable Minister and also the Commissioner Secretary for Sports, that in the past, we have seen that the kind of support that needs to be given was not being given, and the engagement that we need to do with associations and sports persons was not being done at the scale that it should be done. And while I say that, I'm not trying to claim that we are doing a lot. There is a lot more to be done. What we are doing may be just, one step at a time, as mentioned by the Honorable Minister. But what I can tell you is we are in the right direction. What I can tell you is that this government does understand, appreciate the challenges you face, the opportunities that are there, and realize that we need to do more to be able to promote and push and give you that opportunity and chance to follow your passion the way you have been doing in the past, with a bit of support from our side. So today's program is a basic recognition. I hope that you will win many more medals and many more honors and laurels for yourself, the association, and the state as a whole. And for that, I understand that a lot of work has to be done. We realize that apart from these cash awards, which is a token of appreciation of what you have achieved, there are large policy matters that needs to be addressed, which, as mentioned by the Minister, has been addressed to some extent, which was not addressed earlier. There are large areas of infrastructure requirements that are there, which are being addressed as we speak, but much more needs to be done. And I'm happy to inform you that the sports policy of the state government has tried to address all the concerns in these areas, realize where we are today and where we would like to go in the future, and what are the challenges in between for us to be able to reach there, and what steps to be taken in order to implement that particular vision which we have to start from where we are and where we want to get. Many of our young students out here and the young sports persons out here, you need a lot of investment in the personal sports activities you do. I'm not saying that the money we're giving you is going to be enough for you to buy everything that you need, but it's a small contribution towards hoping that you'll be able to make use of the money that you get in order to enhance your particular activity, the sports that you're in, and make it better by being able to invest in better equipments, which we know is something that's very, very important also. And that's the reason why we are pushing agendas that are related to youth. Let me assure you that in the future we will engage more with the associations and with all of you. We will do our best to financially support you in every possible manner. We will try our best to give as much infrastructural impetus to infrastructure building in all the different disciplines that are there, and we will ensure that this kind of a recognition program continues on a regular basis, so that we're able to regularly meet all of you and engage with you and support you in every possible way.